Bitcoin just broke $78,000. Don't buy. This is a massive trap. The total demand indicator just dropped below zero. The whales are preparing to crash the price. I'm still a global bear. Here is exactly where to build your short positions. Bitcoin has secured itself above $78,000 on the 1 hour time frame, and a large imbalance was formed with a strong green candle. If you're holding longs right now, move your stop losses to $77,500 exactly here at the beginning of this imbalance. The sell reaction is weak right now, so Bitcoin might push a little higher. But before we talk about the final Bitcoin target, look at HyperLiquid. This coin just flew to the moon, but my custom indicator just flashed a red sell signal for the first time here. This is a potential market peak. My short position was in a big minus, so I took a massive hedge long position with a tight stop. I secured $13,000 in profit and have $20,000 in unrealized profit, and my long is now protecting me. I also moved my short entry to $45. If the price drops, my long hits a break-even stop and my short goes to zero, and I keep the profit. It's an aggressive strategy, but I knew they would pump this garbage with the positive news came out. The 4 hour chart shows that we are at the final resistance zone where the previous $20 dump started, and any growth exists only to be sold later. HyperLiquid will dump eventually. Any growth exists only to be sold later. HyperLiquid will dump eventually. But HyperLiquid doesn't reflect the real market. Look at the S&P 500. It is showing a small bounce, and if you draw a Fibonacci retracement grid, here we have 0.618 level at 7,455. So I think S&P might pump a little bit more to these levels, and here you can try a short position with a very clear setup here, and my current short will stop out at break-even, and I will try the new one with the entry point here exactly at 0.618 Fibonacci level and stop loss at the beginning of this red candle. So the setup will look something like the first target will be here, and if we comes here, I think it will confirm that this was a reversal and we will drop much lower. So this is our new short setup, and I will try it too. The market now looks positive, but NVIDIA is hiding a dark secret. They just reported perfect record revenue of $81.6 billion, but the stock is falling over 3% to around $217. This is a classic sales news event. It is a massive bearish signal for the entire tech bubble. I'm holding my short on NVIDIA right now with a stop loss at break even, and if it breaks $226, it will most likely fill this gap, and my short will stop out at break even, and I will try a new one, but right now it is dropping. I also have a small go position. The entry is 4,523, and you can put a stop loss behind this imbalance at the beginning at 4,486. The targets are the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level exactly here at 4,618, and also this resistance area, so around 4,660. But globally, I'm a bear on the gold. I have a very good short position with excellent entry point, and even if we see this bounce, I think it will continue falling and will drop lower than $4,000. Look at silver, and it bounced very weak. We don't see strong bearish reaction, and now it is falling. So I think all this growth on all assets right now is just an exit pump, just a small bounce, and it will finish with the massive drop. For example, silver, I think it already printed the local high here at 88 bucks, and if we check my indicator, I saw that it also showed a red sell signal here, exactly as you see, and my indicator works perfectly. I think it was a peak, and right now silver is going to 50 bucks to this global area, so each bounce will finish with the drop, and I think it's better to use this bounce to find a good entry point for global short position. Let's check altcoins. Altcoins are faking a recovery. Look at Solana. Solana has a maximum upside of $90 at this resistance area, at this imbalance order block. Even if we see this bounce, it also will finish with a massive drop below this level, firstly $81, and then Solana will drop below $75. Link is stuck in a sideways trap, so don't trade it right now. I'm just looking and waiting. Let's check the main altcoin on the market, Ethereum, and right now it is falling a little bit, but I have hedge long position and it looks like I will be stopped out soon. So you see that this bounce is just a fake exit pump, and right now everything's falling. So do not trust any growth on this market right now. And if we are speaking about Ethereum formed here an imbalance, but now it is fully covering it, so yeah, it should drop. My long should be stopped out, and for short position, stop loss should be here right now, 2144. But I don't like that Ethereum left here an equal highs at 200, 160, so it still might pump to break through this level, but even so, I think finally it will drop, it will dump. And the main target for Ethereum globally, of course, is to break through this level, 1750. Maximum upside for Ethereum right now is the 0.618 Fibonacci level at 2260. Let's check Toncoin, and it also bounced a little bit, and it bounced from 0.618 Fibonacci level. It's a very weak bounce, as you see, and now it is correcting. So yeah, don't trust these fake bounces. You can try a long here if we come to this imbalance with a stop loss at 1.933, and the main target for Toncoin, if this bounce continues, is at this level, 2.2, somewhere here at this imbalance. But I'm not long in altcoins, I'm waiting for a big dump. The same thing we see on the SUI chart. Look at this picture. We came to the main support area at these Fibonacci levels, which I marked before this dump, and here you could try some long with a stop loss level here. I didn't do it, and SUI also bounced a little bit, but it is a very weak bounce. If we check, it's only 10%, and after this bounce we already see how it's corrected, so maybe it will continue. So you can try long here, this imbalance with a stop loss here, but I will not do it personally. Let's check the most interesting altcoin for me too. It is ZCash. Hit my first target at 510 for profit. Now it and then my short stopped out at break even, so I earned little money, and now it may form a new all-time high here. So this short setup should be cancelled, I think, but the first target was reached. So I'm waiting for a new entry point for ZCash short, and I think it might pump a little bit higher to break through these highs, but I don't think we see a very huge growth here, and upside is very limited, so the good entry point is located here. Right now it's better to wait. And before I give you the final Bitcoin setup, you need to understand how rigged this game is. Donald Trump just dropped his $10 billion lawsuit against the tax office. In return, the government agreed to never audit his taxes or his family ever again. He now has a lifetime pass to manipulate stocks and crypto using insider information with zero consequences. Normal traders get crushed while the elites play by different rules. You have to trade the cold data. New money is completely gone from Bitcoin. As you see on this on-chain data, the average demand growth is back to zero. So spot plus futures. There is no fresh money. Right now we are at local resistance around $78,000, and I think Bitcoin might break this and test the mirror resistance zone at $79,000 here. And if we check the liquidation maps, here we have the huge liquidity level at 79,500. I think it is the maximum upside for Bitcoin right now. And if it comes here, you might try a short here, and with stop loss level at $80,600 here, exactly at the beginning of this huge imbalance. So if Bitcoin right now comes here, you open short here, put your stop loss level here, and I think it will crash. But it also might crash from current levels, because we see that this growth is very weak. This bounce might be an exit bounce. It's better to use such bounces to find an entry point for short position. And the global target is still at $75,000, and as soon as we break this level, we will drop lower to $73,000. If we check heat maps, it's easy to see that here is a huge liquidity level too. The main idea of this video, this bounce is an exit pump, and it's better to use it to find a new entry point for short position. I'm a global bear, now I'm trying some hedge longs, but globally I'm shorting Bitcoin and gold. I'm trying to entry for S&P 500, and also I'm shorting NVIDIA right now. Build your shorts and protect your capital. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we continue tomorrow.